The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Henschel from the Wildcat. Henschel now will get him in a head full of steam. There goes Henschel to the end zone. Touchdown right through the shoot mark.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for Best Digital Production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. 2-point conversion for the Vikings!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
In motion comes Neal. Play fake to Neal.
Got him.
Eli Mikulkevich down the field. Hauled in by the Cardinals.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Len's Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Taglia-Petra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Fogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Surrour Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good Tuesday evening to you from the campus of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth at WLA here in Fond du Lac. And we are here for WIAA playoff action, D4 Sectional 4A, and it is the 6th-seeded Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings, 12-12 on the regular season and 7-7 in Flyway Conference play. They host number 11 seed Cedar Grove-Belgium. The Rockets 6-17 overall this season. And you look at this WLA team, and over the course of the season, we didn't see a ton of them out here on Radio Plus, but what we've seen from WLA is kind of a two halves of a season, if you will. And it was the 2025 version of WLA ending with a really, you look at it, really a poor loss to Kewaskum to end their 2025 back on December 30th. And since then, they've expanded the bench, they've played a few more freshmen, and WLA has looked much different second half of the season in 2026 on their way to a 6th seed. And, a lot was made when the brackets come out, as there always will be. The power rankings on Bound actually had WLA as the 4 seed. They had Springs as the 5 seed. Then the real brackets came out. WLA a 6 seed, Springs an 8 seed. Springs tonight hosting over at the Ledge, and they got New Holstein tonight. Both of those teams in D4 Sectional 4A. The top seed is Kohler. 2 is Howard's Grove. The winner of this one tonight, the 6-11 matchup, will go to Lamira on Friday, and then Marquezan is the 4 seed in this regional. The Vikings finished 5th in the Flyway, 7-7 conference record, as I mentioned. A couple of nice wins down the stretch, none perhaps more impressive than their win at Omro to close out conference play and finish in sole possession of 5th place in the Flyway Conference. Teams are out warming up. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll hear from Coach Eric Schroffnagel. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, and it continues right after this.
Okay, let's start with some clouds. Some mountains over there. And finally, a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package. American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tegla Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marion University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marion University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marion University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Here we go.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Mars Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Back here, Integrity Sound Tool pregame show. Fondy Family Dental presents the Coach's Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. Here with Coach Schraffnagel from Winnebago Lutheran. And Coach, 6 seed, that's over with. You don't have to debate it anymore. And you know, I know some different power rankings and metrics might have had you guys a little bit higher than that, but a 6-11, you see Cedar, Grove-Belgium. I guess just jumping out to it, what was your message to the team in terms of moving on to season number 2 here?
Yeah, I mean, we just talked about yesterday. You take nothing for granted in the playoffs. It's really one day at a time. Our focus in practice yesterday was prepping for Cedar, Grove-Belgium, and obviously that's our focus tonight. And that's all that's promised to us is our game tonight. So we're focused on this, and you know, hopefully we get something after this, but really that's not our focus. Our focus right now is just where are we at tonight and play our best game tonight.
Their last time out, saw a team you guys are obviously intimately familiar with in Campbellsport, and they took care of Campbellsport, and leading scorer had high 20s. After that, they got a few players that average kind of that 6-7 point range. Maybe not too dissimilar to how you guys have been with Jill really kind of carrying the load, and then sprinkling some other scorers in there as well. What do you see from them that maybe is going to be tricky for you guys tonight?
Yeah, I mean, their leading scorer, Grace Schmidt, a very good player, works really hard, good finishing at the rim, good at the mid-range. Their two guards are both left-handed, which is a little bit different. You know, we've only faced a couple left-handed players all year, so that's a little different. They like to transition more up the left side of the floor, so that's something that kind of flips a little bit, defensively in what we're doing. But they play hard. They'll want to take the first good shot they have, so we have to be good in transition, and we have to be good on our help side.
I look at your guys' roster and it's almost, or your schedule, excuse me, and it's almost like a tale of two seasons. Go back to that Kewaskum game right before the turn of the new year, and since that game, you had the one game at Ripon where Jill didn't play, but other than that, you avenge a loss to Springs, you avenge a loss to Omro. What have you liked from your team in terms of growth over the course of the season?
Our defense has been better. So, I mentioned our help side defense. Our defense has been much better. Especially lately, we've done a better job of cutting down on our turnovers, which is we want to get shots up, and just that consistent good possessions on offense, stringing good possessions together on defense. I think before Christmas we had spurts where we looked really good, and then we had spurts where we just struggled. And I think we've done a better job after Christmas of just being a little bit more consistent. And I think that's a kudos to our players and, them focusing on that. And some of it is them just maturing as players and improving as players.
Last one for you. I know it's hard maybe sometimes to boil it down to one or two key factors, but what do you look at as a couple of things that if we're looking back a couple hours from now and you guys are able to get the win, you say, yeah, I think those are the things that we needed to do well, and we did do well, and that's why we won.
Get the first defensive rebound, get back on defense, limit our turnovers, and just get good shots.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Good luck. Go get them. There you go. That's Coach Eric Schraffnagel from Winnebago Lutheran Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have our injury report, keys to the game, starting lineups, and much more. But as we go to break, we'll hear from our friends over at Lenz Truck Center. They have our Athlete of the Week.
Our Student Athlete of the Week this week from Radio Plus Video Sports in partnership with Jeff's Live Streams and Lenz Truck Center is Hunter Dooley from Elmira.
Near the corner, cross-court pass. Dooley thought about it. Instead goes baseline. Off the glass and one. Hunter Dooley, the senior, getting it done in stylish fashion.
Next, joining me here, Hunter Dooley, who had 14 on the night for the Lions. Hunter, talk to me about the emotions, everything going on with senior night, and scoring 15. It was a good game for you.
Yeah, Coach just told me, go shoot the ball. I usually don't, and he was like, you're a pass-first guy, just go get your shots up tonight because it's senior night. And, I did.
Hunter Dooley, one of 3 seniors for the Lions. Elmira, undefeated in conference play. Again, congratulations to Hunter Dooley, our Student Athlete of the Week this week from Radio Plus Video Sports, Jeff's Live Streams, and Lenz Truck Center.
We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
One of my favorite things about working at Hoppers is meeting all the new people, seeing all the new faces come in. We come out with a new product or a new way to do something and they come in. I find a lot of joy in just seeing them smile.
I think that all of our customers come in with a vision and they have an idea in their head of what they want their apparel to look like. Our goal is to exceed the customer's expectations by providing them with high quality apparel and help bring their ideas to life.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Welcome back here to Winnebago Lutheran Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, getting you set for the Rockets and the Vikings here in regional quarterfinal action to start off each of these teams' WIAA playoff runs in Division 4. You know, I mentioned it there, that Kewaskum loss 52-41. After that, WLA changed a lot of things, especially personnel and playing time-wise, and it's hard to argue. It's impossible to say anything other than it's worked for the Vikings second half of the season. The one stinker, and if WLA took care of Kewaskum, if they were able to take care of Ripon, WLA lost by 1 point to Ripon without WLA didn't have their best player. That doesn't matter. You lost to a team that only had 4 wins this season. If WLA cleaned up those 2 games in particular, WLA would be looking at that 4 seed we talked about in the first segment here tonight. All right, our keys to the game are built by Pino Construction. Turn vision into reality with Pino. And for Winnebago Lutheran, they got to establish Jill Pino early and get her going. Pino so far this season has been tremendous. As I mentioned, was not available for that Ripon game. And that one person doesn't make a team, but that certainly changed the outcome of that contest. And then their guards have to be able to handle the ball well. Every game that WLA has lost this season, their guards not able to take care of the basketball. There's a point in time where they were averaging close to 20 turnovers per contest. It has to be much lower than that for the Vikings if they're going to get out of here tonight with a win, move on to Friday. Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain? See Shane and the great folks over at Bauer Chiropractic, led by Dr. Shane Bauer. For the Vikings, they've been missed girls here and there. Overall, a successful season on the injury front, and they're full go here tonight. That's how you want to be going into the playoffs. Sargento Cheese presents our starting lineups. Sargento is looking for manufacturing superstars for general production, machine operators, ops quality specialists, and maintenance pros. General production starting at $26 an hour, plus shift premiums for second and third shifts. Sargento, your passion, our culture. Let's start with the visiting Cedar Grove-Belgium Rockets, and the Rockets this season, as you heard Coach Schroffnagel talk about, led by Gracie Schmidt. She's a 5'8 senior, number 13, plays in the front court, averaging 15 points per game. Number 4 is Cammie Horn, a 5'6 senior, wears number 4. Horn averages 6.9 points per contest. Arden Getchman, number 3, 5'7 junior for the Rockets. She averages 7.7 points per game. Number 1 is Layla Arrowwood. Arrowwood wears number 1, averages 6 points per game. And then number 0 is Tessa Krause, and Krause averages just shy of 4 points per game. For the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings and their starting lineups, they're led by Jill Pino. Pino wears 12, 6'2 junior forward, averages 15.2 points per game. Addie Supernand wears number 5, 7.5 points per game for Supernand. Jenna Petrowitz wears number 14, 6.8 points per game. Kinsey Rank, number 11, 5'6 sophomore guard, 6.5 points per game. And then Kiana Rank, number 32, a senior forward, averaging 3.2 points per contest. There you go, the starters for both of these teams, and they're brought to you by Sargento Cheese. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back, have our tip here. That's brought to you by Right Way Home Improvement. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show closes out right after this.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint, along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Hey, Devontae. Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh, there it is. Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Let the daydreams of spring begin. Connect with the Auto Show Sale at Holiday and explore all that's new from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Score money-saving offers, get more for your trade, and enjoy Team Holiday's warm and genuine guest care.
We earn the trust of drivers from all over Wisconsin by following through and going the extra mile. It's what we do.
Showtime is go time. Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Integrity Saw 2 pregame show continues here at Winnebago Lutheran. They're meeting the starters here. Once again, reminder of that. Got to get the phone out for the light here as they're going with the spotlight here in the arena. For the Rockets, 0 Krause, 1 Arrowwood, 3 Getchman, 4 Horn, 13 Schmidt. For the Vikings, 5 Supernan, 11 Rank, 12 Pino, 14 Petrowitz, and 32 Rank. Those are the starters for both of these teams. Let's close out the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show with the Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Contact Right Way today for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999, or visit rightwaybuilt.com. Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth. Josh punching the buttons, Cam on the cam tonight. Appreciate their help here this evening. First round of WIAA Division IV playoffs. And High School Sports Today is brought to you on Radio Plus Video Sports by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, Matt Helmer, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. And so we're just about set to tip this thing off here from Winnebago Lutheran. And in all those pregame festivities, I lost my pen, so we're already 0 for 1 from the floor here tonight. All right, let's tip this thing off. Cedar Grove-Belgium in the road blacks, WLA in the home whites. Cedar Grove-Belgium quickly wins the tip, and it ends up with their leading scorer, Gracie Schmidt. And she'll hand off to Getchman to get this thing rolling in the first half. Once again, WLA finishing in 5th place in the Flyway Conference, just outside of the top half. That one's kicked by Kinsey Rank. And the winner of this game tonight will play the 3rd-seeded Lemira Lions. Lemira took care of Springs on Thursday and finished 2nd in the Flyway Conference, right behind Laconia. And here's the first turnover of the game as Kinsey Rank deflected it with the back of her head. Jenna Petrowitz got the steal. Here is Rank, and working against either a 2-3 or a box-in-1 here for Cedar Grove-Belgium. Looks like it's going to be a true 2-3, and WLA has shot the ball well during junctures of the season. During other points of the year, not so much, and we'll see if they can shoot them out of it or if they're able to get the ball inside of it. down to Jill Pino. Pino catches in the corner. She's going to try a three. Doesn't attempt a ton of those. Offensive rebound. Addie Supernan misses the putback. Gets her own offensive rebound and kicks to Rank. Here's Kiana Rank from Kinsey Rank. Down underneath to Petrowitz. Petrowitz turns. Kicks back out. Kiana Rank's going to try a long two. Offensive rebound, Jill Pino. She misses the putback as well. So a couple of offensive rebounds. Now Petrowitz pokes it away from Schmidt. Bounce pass from Rank. Up ahead to Pino. And Jill Pino gets the scoring going, 2-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. So 2 steals for WLA and 2 offensive rebounds and a couple of points for the Vikings. Here, the 6th seed leading the 11 once again this matchup here tonight. Here's a 3 from the left-handed Getchman. Can't get it to go, and the rebound on the far side taken in by Jill Pino. Pino had an excellent night in their final game of the season against Amro. We'll get you her scoring at 33 is the number that sticks out in my mind, but get confirmation of that in just a second. Here's a banked 3 from Addie Supernan, and the rebound cleared with Cedar Grove-Belgium up ahead with Krause. Nice pass to the near side, but Arrowwood just a little bit too far underneath the hoop. Kicks it to the far side for a 3. Offensive rebound with Arrowwood. And a steal. Here's steal number 3 for the Vikings, and steal number 2 for Jenna Petrowitz. So WLA playing well on the defensive side of the floor. That was one of the keys from Coach Schraffnagel. And his team doing the job so far. And they're also doing the job on the offensive glass. Pino's now got 4. And she's got all the points for WLA to this point. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt has yet to get a shot off here tonight. Averages 15 points per game. It's so interesting to look at these two teams because obviously one's a 6. One's an 11, pretty sizable difference in records. I mean, 6 games separate these two. Here's a nice take by Arrowwood, and Layla Arrowwood has the first bucket for Cedar Grove-Belgium. But you look at their statistics, and they're very similar. Both of them led by a 15-point scorer, and then after that, it's a bunch of 5 6s, and 7s. Here's Addie Supernan, kicks it to the corner, 2-pointer for Jill Pino. Pino misses short and can't collect the offensive rebound, but Cedar Grove-Belgium has a couple of deflections and turns it right back over. I mentioned WLA beat Amro 59-53, final game of the conference season, and Jill Pino 33 in that game to go along with 7 rebounds, a couple of steals as well. Here's an Addie Supernan 3 from the corner. That one's too strong from Supernan, so well strong on both of her 3-point attempts so far tonight. And quickly up the floor with Cammie Horn, and Horn couldn't control it. Had it bounce off her leg and out of bounds. Cedar Grove-Belgium's boys team got a 2 seed in the postseason. WLA's boys got a 4 seed. They'll play at home next Friday night, will WLA's boys. Here's a tie up underneath, and it stays with the Vikings. So a couple of Jill Pino buckets have WLA with an early lead. And here's Pino once again. Gets it from Supernan. Leaves that one well short. And the rebound down there with Krause. Up ahead, here's Arrowwood with a jump shot. Nice jumper from Layla Arrowwood. And she's got all 4 for the Rockets. So a nice job by Arrowwood from the mid-range there to tie this thing up. It's 4 straight from Cedar Grove-Belgium after WLA started with a 4-0 lead. Petrowitz turns it over. Here's Arrowwood once again into the front court. Gets it to Gracie Schmidt. Top of the key here. Here's a 3. This one looks like it's going to bank in. Rolls around and out for Arden Getchman. And the rebound cleared with WLA. Here comes Addie Supernan. Handing off to Kinsey Rank. Rank looks near side to Kiana Rank. And a turnover for WLA. Here comes a substitution for the Vikings. It's Seal McCauley. She'll come in for Kiana Rank. And McCauley on this season, the 3rd best player in terms of scoring for the Vikings this year. A team that has found scoring the basketball rather challenging for anyone not named Jill Pino, that's for sure. Here's Arrowwood working on McCauley. Crosses once, now gets it down underneath to Krause. Krause with a massive size advantage working on Jill Pino. Almost tied up by McCauley. Kicked out to Arrowwood, who saves it, and a scramble for the basketball tied up there. So stays with Cedar Grove-Belgium. Rather uninspiring start between these two teams here tonight. A lot of mistakes. Perhaps some nerves here early in postseason play. Here's a pass that should have been stolen by Petrowitz, but she didn't turn around and locate, and Schmidt has her first points of the night. That time Petrowitz just got caught looking the wrong way. The face guard, there's the problem with the face guard. Now here's a steal with Horn. Horn's into the front court, left side of the floor. Jump stops, goes up with the hook shot, and that's good. So it's an 8-0 run for Cedar Grove-Belgium, and a timeout for Coach Schraffnagel. It is... We'll check it, a full timeout. Let's see our Lens Truck Center play of the game from this week.
Each and every week, Lens Truck Center of Fond du Lac Radio Plus Video Sports in partnership with Jeff's live stream salute a great play of the game. This from Oakfield, our play of the game.
Lanning up to Milky, back to Lanning, wide open, corner three, bang! J.J. Lanning has been a fantastic sixth man off the bench tonight from Oakfield, as he usually is. A perimeter threat when he is on, and tonight, that's the way it's looking.
Again, thanks to Lens Truck Center, Radio Plus Video Sports in partnership with Jeff's live streams.
We got the trucks at Lens Truck.
Back here at Winnebago Lutheran. Elsewhere tonight, at least from Flyway Conference schools, we mentioned Springs an 8-9 taking on New Holstein. Omro is a 6th seed taking on 11th seeded Crandon. Winner of that one goes to 3rd seeded Stratford. That's in D4 Sectional B. Mayville's a 9 seed. They're at Berlin tonight. If they win that, they get the treat to go up and play Oostburg. Oostburg looks like the best team in the state this year, regardless of division. And then Campbellsport is at Sheboygan Falls here tonight. That's a 5-12 matchup. The Cougars are the 12 seed. Here's Seal McCauley for the Vikings into the paint. Throws up a floater. It doesn't hit anything, and it's turned back over to the Rockets. So Cedar Grove-Belgium able to work on an 8-0 run here, as the Vikings have gone cold offensively, as we have seen them do plenty over the course of the season. Here's Schmidt yet again. Schmidt, left side. No resistance for Gracie Schmidt. She's got her second bucket of the night, 4 points, and it's a 10-4 lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here's Addie Supernan, her third try from three. Bingo for the Vikings. Supernan missed the first two. That one's good, and gets WLA back into the scoring column with a triple. This portion of the game brought to you by Wisconsin Lighting Lab, as Cedar Grove-Belgium gets it into Schmidt yet again. Have not seen a foul yet. If you don't believe in the curse of the commentator, I don't have any other proof for you than right there. I mean, it wasn't even out of my mouth yet, and the whistle blew, as Addie Supernan picks up the foul trying to reach in. So it'll be Horn to trigger it in, and miscommunication there with Arrowwood. And it'll be Viking basketball underneath the hoop. So the Vikings rather fortunate, I would say, so far with how many turnovers they've gotten from Cedar Grove-Belgium. When the Rockets have found a shot, they've found good shots and they've scored. For the sake of the Vikings, they've been rather fortunate that there has been so many turnovers from Cedar Grove-Belgium. Here's a Seal McCauley three. It's blocked by Arrowwood. Nice play by Arrowwood. And then Petrowitz is stolen by Horn, and Horn tries the left side again. Good job in transition defensively by Jenna Petrowitz to affect the shot, and here comes the Vikings with Lola Rich. Supernan wants another three, and she's got another. Back-to-back threes for Addie Supernan, and it's tied back up just like that. 6 straight for Supernan, 6 straight for the Vikings. Arrowwood trapped on the near side, then gives it to Schmidt, who calms things down. It's tied back up on a 6-0 spurt here from Supernan. Here goes Schmidt, left side. Euro step through the paint, a lot of contact, no whistle. Schmidt able to just eat up so much distance with a couple of strides. I didn't think it was a travel, so a couple of Vikings fans thought that was a travel. I didn't Just thought that was a good couple of Euro steps. Here's a three from Seal McCauley, comes up short. Rebound down with Petrowitz. Lola Rich might have gotten away with the travel there, but Rich gets to the middle of the paint. Floater up, missed. There's Pino again. Jill Pino has 6 points, and 4 of the 6 coming on second chance opportunities, and an 8-0 run, for the Vikings has them with a 12-10 lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here's a three from Schmidt. This one misses short. Rebound down with Lola Rich. So the Vikings have steadied some things here and certainly have taken better care of the basketball. That's the first thing that WLA's done better. Here's another one for Pino. She's up to 8 points. And it's easy when they get the ball into Pino. The guards have had trouble finding that entry pass here tonight. Here's a drive. That pass for Arrowwood too high, out of bounds. Another turnover for Cedar Grove-Belgium. It's a 10-0 run. We'll see if it's a timeout coming here for Cedar Grove-Belgium. It is a timeout for the Rockets, and it's a full one. So we're back after this on Radio Plus.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Camera Casino, do you copy?
Yep, loud and clear.
I'm reporting a successful mission from our new location. This new technology is out of this world. Canon, Nikon, Sony, the best images yet. Look at all these new tripods and bags, the best selection south of the sun.
Great. When can we expect the shipment?
In about a week, as long as I don't get stranded.
For stellar products and service, visit Camera Casino at our downtown Oshkosh location.
Back here at Winnebago Lutheran. Thanks to Srauer Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage this season. Dr. Todd Srauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Srauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Srauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SrauerDental.com today. So teams have traded 10-0 runs. Cedar Grove-Belgium had one. WLA took a timeout. WLA had one, and now it's a 12-0 run on a nice dish from Jill Pino to Seal McCauley. McCauley's first points of the night, the sophomore for the Vikings, and it's a 6-point lead for WLA. WLA, you got to feel like, has to continue to take advantage of the poor ball handling that we've seen from Cedar Grove-Belgium. Because when the Rockets have, I've said it twice already, when the Rockets have found a shot, they've made a lot of them. Here goes Schmidt again. That time couldn't finish. It looked like it got deflected on the way through by Jenna Petrowitz. Under 9 minutes to play here, first half. Here goes Petrowitz, gives it to Pino. Good ball movement out to Supernan. Looks inside. That was deflected. Another good play by Arrowwood defensively. Here's Lola Rich. Bounce pass, and that one's last touched by Pino. Another turnover, this time for the Vikings. And Claire Princeton into the game for the first time here tonight. Have not seen Cedar Grove-Belgium in admittedly, WLA is in our viewing area, our home base area, admittedly have not seen a lot of Cedar Grove-Belgium, just trying to do as much research on box scores as we possibly could. Did not notice how deep that they went, but that's the first substitution coming here 10 minutes into the game, or 9.5 or so. And here's foul number 2 on the Vikings as Lola Rich picks up her first. So here come a couple of freshmen for WLA. We mentioned that they have relied a little bit more on players further down the bench. That includes Summer Coleman and Evelyn Mookie, both onto the floor for the first time here tonight. And neither played for WLA back in 2025. So, like I said, that December 30th game, the last game of 2025 when they lost to Kewaskum, a bad loss for the resume, and they made some changes. And give Coach Schraffnagel some credit there. He was brave enough to make the changes, and they've paid off for WLA. Much better team second half of the season statistically, and just in terms of wins and losses, certainly. Here's Petrowitz, kicks it out to Coleman. Coleman, a skip pass over to Rank. Kinsey Rank, dribble drive, kicks it to the corner with Lola Rich. Underneath, entry pass to Petrowitz, has it poked away. A lot of contact. Still no fouls on Cedar Grove-Belgium. Should have been one there on Arrowwood. And here goes Kinsey Rank. Rank jump stops underneath. Gets the ball into Petrowitz, who bounces over to Mookie. Mookie collects. Here's Coleman. Coleman hammered from behind. And Coach Schroffnagel is not happy, and rightfully so. It's going to stay with Cedar Grove-Belgium. Summer Coleman just got hip-checked from behind. Resembled a football play more than basketball, and Coach Schroffnagel very mild-mannered, usually on the sideline, and he has every right to be a little fired up after that one. Here's a pass out to half court to Schmidt, and Cedar Grove-Belgium will try to end what is currently a 12-0 WLA run. A lot of contact there from Mookie. I will say this, they're letting him play, but they're obviously is a line that can be crossed. Here goes Schmidt. Steps through. Nice move by Gracie Schmidt. She's up to 6 points. We'll see how long the Vikings can last here without having Jill Pino on the floor. Came off at that last timeout. Coach Schroffnagel trying to keep her fresh for the entire ball game. Here goes Kinsey Rank. And it's going to be a shooting foul for the Vikings. Foul whistled on Claire Princeton. So the first free throws we'll see tonight come from WLA and Kinsey Rank. First free throw by Rank, no good. Just heard a mouse scurrying underneath the bleachers. Dead quiet during the home team free throws here tonight. Sometimes I think that's probably harder for a shooter. Second free throw goes down for Kinsey Rank. This portion of the game brought to you by Michaels Corporation. Appreciate their sponsorship of high school sports. Here goes Horn. Deflected and stolen by Mookie. Nice play defensively by Evelyn Mookie, and she's into the front court as the freshman. Gets the ball to Lola Rich. Rich drives left side, bounces to Coleman. Summer Coleman mid-range shot. Good for the Vikings. Summer Coleman's first bucket of the night, and WLA responds with a couple of straight baskets. A free throw and a basket. And now Horn will go to the free throw line on the foul by Coleman. So a few more whistles here in the last couple of minutes. That's the third foul on the Vikings compared to just one for Cedar Grove-Belgium tonight. Free throw for Horn rattles around, no good. Horn second, though, true. So back to a 6-point WLA lead. The 7 that it was just at was the largest it's been here in this first half. Cedar Grove-Belgium briefly had a 6-point lead of their own. Here's a three from Summer Coleman. Looks short, it is short. Offensive rebound, Petrowitz goes up, she's hammered, and she'll go to the free throw line. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. First free throw for Petrowitz is good. WLA probably doesn't statistically want to get into a free throw shooting battle tonight, but they'll certainly take any shots they can get from the free throw line, that's for sure. Second free throw for Petrowitz, good. So she's got her first 2 points of the game, and the lead now 8 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. More miscommunication and another turnover for the Rockets, trying to get the ball into Gracie Schmidt, and it was stolen by Lola Rich. Here comes Rich, bounces down to Coleman. Coleman with a jab step. She looks underneath. Petrowitz free for a moment, but WLA is going to swing it instead to Mookie. Evelyn Mookie on the left wing. Coleman, Rich. Shot fake there from Rich. She's going to drive the paint. Has it knocked away, and it'll stay with the Vikings. Here comes a couple of starters to steady things for WLA, but Coach Schroffnagel is going to leave those 2 freshmen out there, Coleman and Mookie. But Supernan and Pino back onto the floor. Pino 8 points, and WLA able to extend its lead with Pino on the bench. That was a valuable couple of minutes here in this first half, certainly for Coach Eric Schroffnagel and the Vikings. Pass from Pino here, is taken away. Read well by Arrowwood, and she's into the front court like a flash. Gives it to Schmidt. Schmidt wants a three. This three rattles around, no good. That one looked good from leading scorer Gracie Schmidt. Wouldn't fall. 5:15 to go here tonight. Kinsey Rank back out top of the key to Addie Supernan. Here's Coleman. Coleman with the skip pass. That was an aggressive pass. Found its way to Supernand. Here's Kinsey Rank. Coleman back to Supernan. Open on the left wing. This one no good. Offensive rebound. Jill Pino either had to be a travel or a jump. Neither came. WLA, the beneficiaries of it. That was kicked, but it stays with. That was last touched by Cedar Grove-Belgium. They're going to get that right. So WLA basketball. It was kicked anyway by Schmidt. So they missed that portion of it, but got the deflection correct. Here's Pino. Kicks it to the corner. Right back to Supernan. Supernan drains another. Third made three for Addie Supernan. She's 3 for 6. You forget about the misses if you make 3 of them. And WLA's lead up to 11. And a block on the other end by Supernan. And the steal completed by Summer Coleman. And here come the Vikings with a double-digit lead and smelling blood in the water a little bit here. Mookie, Coleman. Pass over to Supernan, trying to get the seal to Pino, and a little bit too quick on the pass. Pino didn't quite have the seal yet. And speaking of Pino, she's going to pick up a foul here 80 feet away from the hoop. See if Pino has to take a seat or if Coach Schraffnagel's going to trust her out there. It's just her first, but Coach Schraffnagel's going to, with a double-digit lead, going to try to save her a little bit. And I think the message there is just get back on defense, and can't argue with that rationale. No need to give free fouls that far away from the hoop, especially with a 10-point lead. Well, actually, never mind. Ever. Here goes Schmidt. He's got that Euro step down, and that time deflected by Kiana Rank, stolen by Evelyn Mookie. And here come the Vikings with Kinsey Rank. Under 4 minutes to play now in this first half. Far side with Mookie. Here is Kiana Rank, left wide open for 3. They weren't going to defend her. She came up just short. Right on line was Kiana Rank, but couldn't get it to go. Here comes Schmidt for the Rockets. Near side with Horn. Kemi Horn has it stripped away by Addie Supernan, and it's tied up there. Back to WLA goes the basketball. Nice job by Addie Supernan with the good hands. And now Pino's going to return. So the starters back on the floor for the Vikings. And Polly Limberg for her first action here tonight, number 10, will replace Kami Horn. So can WLA build on this double-digit lead, currently sitting at 11? It's the largest of the first half. Here goes Jenna Petrowitz. Oh, everything opened up for Petrowitz, and nothing Cedar Grove-Belgium could do but foul, and that goes on Tessa Krause. Should just be her first. It is. Team foul number 3 on Cedar Grove-Belgium. Petrowitz 2 for 2 from the line. That looked very good, but rattled around and out for Petrowitz. Just about to say make it 3 for 3, but not so fast. And the second one misses for Petrowitz. Nice positioning for Jill Pino, but she was off balance. Might have gotten bumped, but rather than regathering her balance, she went up with it and came up well short. Under 3 minutes now to play here in the first half. Krause flashes free in the paint. Now they go far side. This is Getchman. Getchman back out here to Lemberg. And near side with Arrowwood. Krause, backdoor cut by Schmidt. Nice cut to the hoop. She missed it. And more good movement off the ball by Gracie Schmidt. She's good with the ball. She's good without. You can see why she averages what she does. And had she made a few more at the rim, she'd be right on track for her season average. She's got 6 here in the first half. A couple of more chances at the rim that have gone a begging. Rockets into the front court with Getchman. Once again, Schmidt working at the high post. This time a deflection, I think, from Kinsey Rank and a steal from Petrowitz. Here's Supernand. Out to Kiana Rank. Kiana Rank almost turns it over. Now she finds Petrowitz cutting back down the lane. She's fouled again. I think this one's going to go on Schmidt. Nope, going to be Getchman. Her first, team's fourth. Neither team has a player with 2 fouls. Both teams now with 4 team fouls. So Petrowitz 2 for 4, make it 2 for 5 from the charity stripe. Vikings as a team now 3 for 7. And make it 4 for 8. I kind of I mentioned it. Free throw shooting is not their forte. Not that you'll ever say no to them, but here's a 3 from Krause. That one's no good, and the rebound on the near side goes off the hands of Arrowwood as she was being blocked out well by Kiana Rank. 12-point lead for WLA in the waning minutes of this first half. Coming up at halftime, Holiday Automotive Halftime Show. Make sure you stick around for that here on Radio Plus. Here's a left wing 3 for Addie Supernan. A little bit off. Offensive rebound, Jill Pino. Bingo for the Vikings. Pino's got 10 now, and 6 of the 10 have come on second chance opportunities. Just like that. It's almost like it's offensive play. There's just no one on Cedar Grove-Belgium that can contend with Pino when she works hard and gets into good rebounding position. There's a foul by Kinsey Rank. And that's number 1 on Rank, so she'll stay out there for the last minute and 6 seconds, barring another foul. Here's a tough pass, poked away by Petrowitz, and taken in by Schmidt. Now to Schmidt. Chance to go all the way to the hoop, and she is fouled there by Kiana Rank. Rank was standing still, but just impeded the way of Gracie Schmidt. So Schmidt will shoot free throws for the first time tonight. She's probably a little too far under the hoop. If there were a restricted circle, which there should be in high school sports, high school basketball needs a restricted circle more than a shot clock. Second free throw from Schmidt is good. So both teams shooting 50% from the line. WLA's just shot twice as many free throws. 13-point lead for the Vikings, the 6th seed against number 11 Cedar Grove-Belgium. Here's Jenna Petrowitz. Pass fake, gets down the lane, right side, missed it right at the rim. A chance there for Petrowitz, and she couldn't get it to go. Here's Arrowwood, hounded by Rank. Kicked out to Schmidt. Schmidt dribble drive, poked away by Kinsey Rank, and here comes Addie Supernan. Bounces to Rank, and it's tied up there. Nice play defensively by Arrowwood. She's had a very nice half. 4 points for Layla Arrowwood, but man, she has done a nice job defensively and kind of running the show here for Cedar Grove-Belgium as well. Last 30 seconds of this first half coming right now here for Cedar Grove-Belgium, trying to chip into this 13-point WLA lead. Krause looks far side. Here's Schmidt. Gets it to Arrowwood. Arrowwood to cap off a nice first half. That one's no good. Rebound down with Supernan. Tips it to Kinsey Rank. Rank looks up ahead to her sister Kiana Rank. Instead gives it to Supernan. Back to Kinsey. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Here's Kiana Rank. 3 ball. Right wing. Missed it. And there's halftime. 27-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Thanks to Sorauer Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage this season. Dr. Todd Sorauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Sorauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Sorauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SorauerDental.com. That's SARAUER Dental.com today. Halftime, back after this.
For nearly 50 years, Pino Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondi Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at FondiFamilyDental.com.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving, to keep you achieving, to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Back here at Winnebago Lutheran. Covering sports isn't fun, right? No, we have a blast up here. We always do. Appreciate Athletic Director Bendix here at Winnebago Lutheran getting us set up here tonight, and thanks to Josh and Cam for they do the hard job up here. I just get to talk about basketball. And here at halftime, 27-14, the lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Winnebago Lutheran just a point shy of doubling up the 11-seed Cedar Grove-Belgium. Saw a collection of Lamira Lions girls basketball players here tonight, getting some, not that they need another look at WLA, if that would be the matchup coming up on Friday. During the regular season, Lamira swept WLA. At Lamira, it was a 70-45 win, and then a much closer second time around, 59-50, so within 10 points. Second time WLA and Lamira got together, but the Lions, by virtue of their nice regular season and a second-place finish in a strong flyweight conference, they got the 3 seed, and they have the night off. They can come up here and get the scout for one of these two teams. Let's get the leading scorers here at halftime. First for the trailing Cedar Grove-Belgium Rockets, Gracie Schmidt, 7 points. Layla Arrowhead with 4 and 3 for Cammie Horn. For the Vikings, 10 for Jill Pino, 6 for Addie Supernan, 3 for Jana Petrowitz, 2 apiece for Summer Coleman and Seal McCauley, and 1 for Kinsey Rank. All that adds up to a 27-14 lead for WLA. The halftime show is brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Holiday, it's worth the trip. Appreciate their sponsorship and support of local high school sports. Once again, just looking at this regional bracket here, D4 Sectional 4A. Elsewhere tonight, Springs home against New Holstein. Horicon, the 5, taking on 12th-seeded Random Lake. Here's the 6-11, and then the 7-10 is Dodgeland hosting Wayland Academy. And the top 4 seeds waiting, number 1 Kohler, number 2 Howard's Grove, number 3 Lamira, and number 4 Marquezan. All right, this is going to do it for our halftime show. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with the second half of action here on Radio Plus.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
For nearly 50 years, Pino Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pino Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Love your home from the inside and out with new windows from Infinity from Marvin. Ultrex fiberglass is 8 times stronger than vinyl and virtually maintenance-free. Find out why more people are choosing fiberglass.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go. Delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Got paid? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic.
Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
Jordan King with you back here, second half of action. 6-11 matchup. It'll be WLA basketball. A portion of the game brought to you by Aurora Healthcare. Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford. A family medicine specialist, Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. And before we could even get through that, Jenna Petrowitz has it blocked and then is tied up. So a good first defensive possession for the Rockets. And they will once again try to chisel their way back into this contest. First half was highlighted by a couple of big-time scoring runs. Cedar Grove-Belgium went on a 10-0 run, and then WLA took a timeout and responded with a 12-0 run and a 15-2 overall scoring run. Here is Horn. Cammie Horn tries the left side, lost control, regained it, missed the hook shot, got her own a rebound, and then put it back in. Cammie Horn's now got 5 points, and the first bucket of the second half goes to Cedar Grove-Belgium. 27-16 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here's Kiana Rank. And still a 2-3 zone. WLA didn't hit a ton of shots in that first half. Just Addie Supernan with the 3 threes. But despite the 2-3 zone, Cedar Grove-Belgium has struggled to give up second chance points to Jill Pino. Here is Jenna Petrowitz. She's fouled. First foul of the second half, and it gets whistled on Cammie Horn. Oh, that should not be a shooting foul. That should be on the floor, I do believe. Ooh, they're going to get together here. I don't think there's any way you can say that was a shooting foul, but we'll see. Certainly looked like it should have been. WLA even went down to under the baseline. Yeah, we'll be an underneath inbounds play, so good job there to get together and get the correct call there for the three officials. Nice job procedurally, and ends up with the turnover. Pass looking for Pino was left up short. And defensively, WLA able to get back. It was Kiana Rank poking it away and then quickly getting the ball as she was falling out of bounds to her sister, Kinsey. And here come the Vikings. Nice play by Kiana Rank defensively. Here's Jenna Petrowitz. Finds Rank. Here's Kinsey Rank. Far side, Addie Supernand. Bounce pass down to Petrowitz. It's a good one this time. And Petrowitz finishes her first field goal of the night. She's got 5 points, and Horn's quickly back the other way. And that was not a Euro step. That was just a good old-fashioned travel by Cammie Horn. Supernan had just had that previous pass looking for Pino stolen. And then on the ensuing possession, she has a beautiful bounce pass underneath to Petrowitz. Doubling Pino that time. They tried to double her. That time Schmidt got there late, and the hook shot is good for Jill Pino, and that's the problem. You try to double her, try to jump that pass, and then leaves Pino free for the bucket. Pino's got the rebound now here on the miss from Schmidt, and Pino got to be careful. She had a couple of words for the referee as she got pushed out of bounds with no whistle, and the referee did not like what he heard. Took the whistle out and had a response there for Jill Pino. And here's Pino underneath now, working against the defense of Getchman, and Pino scores 2 straight possessions, and now the lead just like that, up to 17 points, and now Schmidt has it poked away by Jenna Petrowitz, and a quick whistle on the jump ball gives it back to WLA. So a couple of straight turnovers for Cedar Grove-Belgium, and now they're just they're teetering a little bit here as WLA's up by 17. In relatively quick fashion. Rank looks underneath. Pino, good positioning. Kicks it over here to Supernan. Top of the key with Kiana Rank. Kinsey Rank far side. Ball fake. Dribble drive. Skip pass to Kiana Rank. Here's Addie Supernan. And 3 seconds in the lane, called by the Cedar Grove-Belgium fans and echoed by the referee. Pino was in there for about, well, however long that possession was, 20, 25 seconds? It doesn't get called often anymore, but Pino had taken up residence and probably the right call. Here's Arrowwood for three. Layla Arrowwood drains it from the right wing, and she's got 7 points. Rockets back within 14. Here's Kinsey Rank underneath to Petrowitz. Jump shot from Petrowitz, no good. Rebound down with Schmidt, up ahead to Horn. Horn's going to try the left side again. And a nice job defensively by Kiana Rank. It looked like the ball was out of bounds, no whistle. Here comes Addie Supernan. Addie Supernan's going to go right side. She kicks it back out. Kinsey Rank. Skip pass to Petrowitz. She wants a three. That missed. Offensive rebound, Addie Supernan, and she's tied up underneath, and she gets swung down hard by Gracie Schmidt. Goes back to Cedar Grove-Belgium on the tie-up. WLA just had it on the tie-up, so it should be, that's correct, Cedar Grove-Belgium basketball. Yeah, they had one down on the other end. It should be Cedar Grove-Belgium basketball. They had it correct on the... Well, if you got to turn to the stands to get help for a call, just trust the people at the book. They got it. There we go. When we're back in action 20 seconds after we could have been. Don't have to second guess the people at the scorer's table. Here's another steal from Supernan, and then couldn't get past Horn. And so Cedar Grove-Belgium retains possession. Here is Getchman, near side with Schmidt. Schmidt gets it over to Krause. Krause wants a three. That's blocked by Jill Pino. The length of Jill Pino, able to deflect it. And a 30-second timeout coming here for Winnebago Lutheran. And as they do, let's tell you about our friends here at Aurora Healthcare. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night for pain relief? Fond du Lac families trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. 13:45 to go. WLA with a 14-point lead. They'll have the basketball. Timeout taken from Coach Schraffnagel. Be interesting to see if Coach Schraffnagel, haven't seen a ton of 1-3-1 from him. During, a few years ago when he had all the talent that he had on his team, going back to Elena Supernan and that class of 2021. And the following years with Kira Shea and Siri Kuski and Lindsay Nell and Abby Cole, all that talent, they would go to different defenses and shift things around. Not sure he has the confidence to do that with this group, but we'll see. Sometimes he likes to take these timeouts in the second half and throw that in. Here's the turnover. Pino looking for Petrowitz and just threw it through her hands. Felt like WLA had a chance to close this thing out just a couple of moments ago, up 17, shortly after the second half started. And Cedar Grove-Belgium, don't get me wrong, still down 14 points, but the momentum has shifted dramatically back towards the middle. Here's the three ball, comes up short for the Rockets, and the rebound down with Pino. She's done a nice job on the glass tonight, has Jill Pino. Here's Supernan, near side with Kiana Rank. Top of the key, Kinsey Rank. Far side, three on the way for Supernan, missed it. Another offensive rebound for Pino, she collects. And gives it to Kiana Rank. Nice job there by Rank to go over and support Pino, who is falling down. And Pino trying to drive the lane, has it batted away by Getchman and then stolen by Schmidt. Getchman's got it in the front court. Here's Schmidt between the circles working on Jenna Petrowitz. Petrowitz has done a really nice job on Schmidt. She's got 7 points, all of them coming back in the first half. Has not scored yet here in half number 2. Here's the drive, late whistle, and Schmidt will go to the free throw line. First free throw for Schmidt is no good. Whether you're playing in a rec league or in the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. Pain has moved you to the sidelines. Aurora Sports Health can help get you back in the lineup. Start with a free entry evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. Request one at aurora.org/sports. Schmidt misses both, so she's 1 for 4 from the free throw line. And here comes Kinsey Rank into the front court for the Vikings. Looks like Cedar Grove-Belgium has gone man-to-man. Without Pino on the floor, they feel like they can match up with WLA. Not a bad idea. See if it works. Here's a steal, and Schmidt misses it at the rim. So that change already yielding some good results for Cedar Grove-Belgium, trying to pressure the guards of WLA that have had trouble handling the basketball over the course of the season. Not a bad idea. Here's Rank, and she's swatted in the face by Arrowwood, and a foul on Layla Arrowwood. That should be number 2 on her, I do believe. We'll get confirmation of that when it goes up on the board. Oh, just 1 for Layla Arrowwood. And Lola Rich fires it into Addie Supernant. Under 12 minutes to play here tonight. Nice bounce pass underneath to Petrowitz from Supernant. She gets it right back. Here goes Addie Supernant. Reverse pass out to Petrowitz, who crosses over. Gives it to Rich. Snaps it to McCauley. Down to Kinsey Rank. Rank goes baseline. Bounce pass down to Lola Rich, and it's taken away by Gracie Schmidt yet again. Schmidt with a handful of steals here in the second half. WLA missed assignment. We're not guarding Annalie Holman underneath, who had just come onto the floor, and Cedar Grove-Belgium missed her. She was free for a good 2 or 3 seconds underneath the hoop. Here goes Schmidt. Tries the right side this time. Offensive rebound by Holman, and she finishes. So how about the freshman, Annalie Holman, given some good minutes here. She just came in already with a bucket. Here's Supernan near side with Rich. That's all Coach Schroffnagel has to see to put Jill Pino back in. 12-point lead. It was 17 at one point. Here's a Seal McCauley 3. That misses short. Rebound saved by Cedar Grove-Belgium, and it's Gracie Schmidt. Schmidt has it poked away from behind. Here's Holman. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt batted from behind. No shot. Foul on the floor. It'll be an underneath inbounds as Lola Rich got caught whacking Schmidt across the arm. Pretty aggressive foul there. Kinsey Rank's going to take a seat for the Vikings, and here comes Jill Pino. Pino back onto the floor with her 14 points. Underneath inbounds here for Getchman. That one's deflected. Goes to Holman. She missed it. Foul on Jill Pino. So Pino picks up her second. Third team foul here in the second half for WLA. And it sends Holman to the free throw line, where she starts by missing the first. Not too bad when you can rely on a 5'10 freshman to come in and change a game for you. And she goes 1 for 2. Coach Depius puts her onto the floor and getting good returns so far. She's got 3 points. Back to an 11-point contest. WLA letting Cedar Grove-Belgium hang around. Here's Seal McCauley, and she is fouled. That time Sydney Kurth, number 23, lost her balance and kind of clipped McCauley as she was trying to come down. And so McCauley to the charity stripe. First free throw, no good. WLA drifts back under 50% from the line. And they'll stay there. Nice block out as well by Holman to get the board. She just let Petrovitz run herself right underneath the hoop there. And so crafty work there on the board by the freshman. Here's Schmidt. Figure she's got to put a couple of big possessions together. Here's a nice backdoor cut. Found by Schmidt. And the finish by Kurth. And it's back within 10. It's a 9-point contest. 33-24. This is currently a 5-0 run. Rich has it stripped away. It'll stay with WLA. What is the next move for Coach Eric Schraufnagel? Since Cedar Grove-Belgium has gone to man-to-man, it's been much better for the Rockets. 30-second timeout. We're back in 30 on Radio Plus.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
There's the huddle with Coach Eric Schraufnagel trying to figure out what has to change for his team. High School Sports Day on Radio Plus Video Sports, presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellistead. Edward Jones is making sense of investing. Here's C.O. McCauley, bounces underneath. Read well by Schmidt. Schmidt just read the eyes of McCauley, who telegraphed it to Pino, and it's taken away. Here come the Rockets. They missed the shot. Offensive rebound here for Horn. And it gets fired back over to Schmidt. Schmidt has at least 4 steals here in the second half. I can't keep track of every statistical category, but I would guess at least 4. That was deflected by C.O. McCauley, stays with the Rockets. But that time she was on help side and just read the eyes of McCauley. Here's Horn, gets the ball into Getchman. Getchman trapped there in the corner, and Schmidt catches now out on the left wing. Working against Petrowitz, spins once, middle of the paint, tries an up and under. That one's no good. Rebound down with Jill Pino. And WLA with the basketball. They're going to set something up here with Addie Supernan at the top of the key. Let's see if they get a two-person game going here with Jill Pino, maybe on a screen and roll perhaps. No, they're not giving Supernan any help out there. Instead, it ends up with Petrowitz, gets it from Rich. Here's Rich. Supernan, right wing 3, big shot on the way. She's got it! Supernan into double figures with a dozen. That was a big shot to calm things down for WLA. Lead back out to 12 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Dribble drive here. Kick to the corner with Horn. That one's missed. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Rockets. Ooh, that was a big shot by Supernan. Snapped a 5. Check that. It was actually an 8-0 run. Excuse me. I think I previously said a 5-0 run. It was actually an 8-0 run there from Cedar Grove-Belgium. That was snapped by that 3 by Addie Supernand. Here's Kinsey Rank underneath to Pino. Pino, got to be careful, nearly drug the pivot foot. That was deflected into the backcourt, and it'll be taken in there by Lola Rich. Ooh, that was deflected. Oh, man. The referee on the far side saw it. The near side was asleep, and he took over. It was not his call. That was clearly deflected, and all 3 referees missed it. Oh, boy. That is an inopportune time for WLA to suffer one of those calls, as it was deflected by number 23, Sydney Kurth, and the ball clearly changed trajectory, and they missed it. So Rockets basketball. 7:58 to go. Dribble drive and a nice backdoor cut by Schmidt. Schmidt met at the hoop. Nice job by Pino to go straight up and down, and Schmidt finishes through the contact. And she's got 9 points. Her first basket of the second half coming over 10 minutes into the second half, and it's a 10-point lead for WLA. Here's Pino. Spins past the defender. Goes up, missed it. Nice job, help defense. That once again, Holman on the defensive side this time. She has had a huge impact for the Rockets. Here's a 3. This comes up short. Oh, man, it looked like it was down from Getchman. And the rebound for the Vikings. Here goes Kinsey Rank, coast to coast. No one stops her, and Kinsey Rank has her first field goal of the night. She's up to 3 points. 7 minutes left here between the Vikings and the Rockets. WLA just keeping Cedar Grove-Belgium at arm's length for now. Here is Kurth. Kurth past Kinsey Rank. And then it's tied up there by a couple of different Vikings. WLA basketball out of the jump ball. And WLA expecting to see some pressure here from the Rockets, under 7 minutes to play. Pino catches in the backcourt and then gives it right back to Lola Rich. Rich going to try to break the press herself. She's has it pickpocketed by Gracie Schmidt, who is just a terrific defender. And that's deflected out by Jill Pino to save a bucket for the Vikings. But, man, what a treat to watch Gracie Schmidt. Easy to get stuck on. What a terrific offensive player she is. But how about her defensive performance tonight for the Rockets? She's got to have at least half a dozen steals here in half number 2. And here she is now between the circles. Going to key up straightaway 3. That one comes up a little bit off to the side. And Lola Rich has it for the Vikings. Here's Petrowitz. Jenna Petrowitz drives baseline. Stolen away, guess who? Gracie Schmidt, but she was standing out of bounds. My goodness, another steal for Schmidt. Here's Pino, back to the corner. 3-ball, Supernan comes up strong, and Schmidt down with the rebound. Schmidt looks up ahead. That one's stolen. Kinsey Rank steals it away for the Vikings. Good ball movement by Supernan, near side with Rich. She'll get it into the front court against the Rockets' pressure. Now 6 minutes to play. Bounce pass. That's a tough one to handle, and Petrowitz couldn't handle it. Cedar Grove-Belgium basketball. Supernan just kind of forcing that one in there into a really challenging avenue to try to sneak that basketball into. Far side, here is Arrowwood. Top of the key with Princeton. Near side with Schmidt. For all she's done defensively, has not really gotten going here in the second half offensively. Here is Getschman. Gets it back out to Schmidt. Top of the key with Krause. Far side with Princeton. Dribble drive here for Arrowwood. Good defensive possession here for WLA. Keeping Cedar Grove-Belgium out of the painted area, which is where they like to operate. Here is Schmidt. She's doubled by Supernan. Pokes it away. Up ahead to Kinsey Rank. Rank left side. She's got it. Rank up to 5 points. And a timeout, Cedar Grove-Belgium. It's a full, and we'll be back right after this. WLA has re-extended it out to a 14-point lead.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Back out of the timeout there taken by Cedar Grove-Belgium. 14-point lead for WLA, 42-26 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. The WLA Vikings, the 6th seed, hosting number 11 Cedar Grove-Belgium. And the 11 seed here, Coach Schroffnagel talked about it in his pregame interview, saying that, you can't take anyone for granted in the postseason. Nice block out there by Krause to get the offensive rebound, couldn't finish it. And now it's Arrowwood underneath. She's off balance, throws it up, missed it. Rebound down, fought for. Arrowwood's got it there, and it's tied up. She'll retain possession for Cedar Grove-Belgium. Coach Schroffnagel talking about it. It doesn't matter what the seed line is right next to the team that you're playing. It doesn't matter. Got to go out there and play, and they've gotten a handful here from the Rockets. That's for sure. Here's Arrowwood, open for three, right wing, comes up short. That one's an offensive rebound. Schmidt tries the right side, throws it up, missed that time. Good job by Pino to stay straight up and down. Here goes Kinsey Rank. That's missed. Rebound fought for, taken in there by Getchman. And Coach Schraffnagel wants his team to get back, not give up those fouls way away from the hole. Here goes Schmidt. Middle of the paint, spins, right side, scoops it up, missed it. Rebound down with Jill Pino. And Coach Schraffnagel wants Addie Supernan to slow things down with 4 minutes to go. Here's Supernan. Pino gets free. Good entry pass by Supernan on the bounce. And the reverse for Jill Pino. She's up to 16 tonight. And the Viking lead back to 16. It was 17 briefly here in the second half. Then Cedar Grove-Belgium got it all the way down to 9. And WLA doing a nice job to extend it back out to double digits. And you just felt, did Cedar Grove-Belgium still have the energy after, doing all the work to come back from 17 down to 9? Did they still have another run left in them? And WLA is kind of shutting that down right now. Pino, this time a lobbed entry pass from Addie Supernan. Pino missed it once, now missed it again, and second time down, Getchman able to kind of be a little more physical with Pino on the board, which is what Cedar Grove-Belgium's needed all night. And that's short there from Princeton, back over to WLA. This portion of the game presented by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel is now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. 3 minutes to go in this regional quarterfinal contest. Winner moves on to play third-seeded Lemira on Friday at Lemira. The 2 seed down on this bottom portion of the bracket is Howard's Grove. Here's Lola Ridge. Top of the key, Petrowitz. Shot fake there, tries the right side. Good help side defense that time from Cammie Horn. Petrowitz gets it back. Far side with Addie Supernan. Shot fake there. Supernan goes past Arrowwood and then gives it to Kinsey Rank, who's wide open. Mid-range jumper. That one's no good. Here's Jill Pino. Gets the offensive rebound. Couldn't get the putback to go. Down to the corner. 3 ball on the way. Arrowwood buried it. Layla Arrowwood with her second 3 of the second half. She's into double figures. She's the only player in double figures for the Rockets here tonight, and that's a 13-point game once again. Cedar Grove-Belgium refusing to go away. Here's a nice pass. Big to big. Petrowitz to Pino. And Jill Pino using up all those twos on the stat sheet. She's got 18. Timeout for Cedar Grove-Belgium with $1:56 to go. Let's take the timeout with them. 30 seconds. We're back after that.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Back here at WLA for the last minute 56. Stick around afterwards. We'll have our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Hopefully talk to Coach Eric Schraffnagel and a player or two here tonight. Pino gets her hand on the entry pass and deflects it over to Kinsey Rank, and the Vikings will walk it into the front court, trying to take up as much time as they can here in this final 2 minutes of play. Here's Kinsey Rank. I mean, I'd be really surprised if we see a shot that isn't a layup. And as I say that, here's a 3 from Addie Supernan. Offensive rebound taken in by Jill Pino, and she's fouled there by Schmidt. The Rockets have just had a tough time getting Pino pushed out of the lane, and so Pino's able to jump straight up and just collect the ball and not have to push in order to get there. Here's a bounce pass, goes through everyone, not touched. And it should be Rockets basketball back underneath the hoop. Yeah, it will be. Last minute and a half of action. And Layla Arrowwood will trot into the front court. She has had a tremendous night, has the senior. It's been all seniors scoring except for Annalie Holman, who's a freshman for the Rockets. Nice up and under move. Good footwork from Schmidt. Just left it up short. And fatigue may be playing a part here for Gracie Schmidt. She's just been everywhere on both sides of the floor. And just wonder if that's part of that. Here goes Jenna Petrovitz. Petrovitz scoops up right side, missed it. Offensive rebound, Pino. And she misses this one on the right side. And a foul on Schmidt. 56 seconds to go. Line change coming for Coach Eric Schroffnagel after this. Pino working on an 18-point contest. Misses the front end here. Well, if you're looking to nitpick, WLA is 4 for 11 from 3. Not very good, but that's, hey, the only stat that matters here tonight for WLA is a W at the end of it. So Pino's night will come to an end with 19 points. You'll have to stick around and see if those 19 points are good enough to be the Marion University player of the game. Ooh, there's a tease, huh? Here's the three on the way for Schmidt, comes up short, and a dead ball rebound to the Vikings. Last 46 seconds of the game. And here comes Lindley Jarabek for the Vikings. The Lions, the Lady Lions have seen enough. They have their scout ready for Winnebago Lutheran coming up on Friday. Here's Ada Hagen, kicked out to Jarabek. Floater for Lindley Jarabek. And it's good. The 5'6" junior getting in on the action. Here is Arrowwood. Kicks it to the corner. 3-ball on the way here for Horn. That one misses. Rebound down with Abby Walta. Last 5 seconds of the game. And Walta will dribble it out. WLA pushed here tonight, but they'll escape with a 47-29 win on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with some stats, and then we'll be down on the floor with the winning Vikings right after this on Radio Plus.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademans, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding, or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Back here at Winnebago Lutheran. Give you some final numbers here. This is the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank, Fox Valley Savings Bank. Final numbers for the Rockets: 10 points for Layla Arrowwood, 9 for Gracie Schmidt, 5 for Cammie Horn, 3 for Annalie Holman, and 2 for Sydney Kurth. Scoring for the Vikings: 2 for Lindley Jerebeck, 2 for Summer Coleman, 2 for Seal McCauley, 5 each for Kinsey Rank and Jenna Petrowitz, 12 for Addie Supernan, she hit 4 threes tonight, and 19 for Jill Pino. Jill Pino, our Marian University Player of the Game. You can log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. BCI Burke presents our Play of the Game. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com for play that moves you. And the play of the game, again, I've been kind of doing this stretch run deal over the last couple of games that I've done. And instead of focusing on a specific play, how about a stretch of play? WLA was up 17. Cedar Grove-Belgium goes on a run, gets the lead all the way down to 9, and WLA, from that point on, were able to re-extend it. They never got closer than that 9. And it was Petrowitz, it was Supernan, it was Pino. They're leading 3 players that kind of got after it and was able to re-extend that lead back out to eventually what it was at the end, which was a 47-29 18-point win. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair. If things go wrong, you can go to radioplusinfo.com for the complete schedule, or you can head over to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe, and you can even hit the bell icon. Then it'll just tell you every time we're live, and you can watch. And so that's my preferred way of staying up to date. Coming up on Thursday, final day of action for boys basketball regular season. Lamira at Mayville, Montello at Oakfield, Appleton West at Fondy, Waupun at Lakeside Lutheran, and St. Mary's Springs at Campbellsport. Then on Friday, we'll have some more action. Laconia girls basketball still in action. WLA Lamira still in action. There's some other teams in the area that will still be playing on Friday, so keep an eye out for that. And then Saturday as well will be regional final action around the area. All right, WLA is still in the locker room here. We'll let them enjoy the win as a team is in the locker room, and won't pester them with any post-game interviews. So Jordan King saying thanks to both Josh and Cam up here. Thanks to all our sponsors up and down the line. Thanks to WLA for setting us up, and appreciate you tuning in here. WLA gets it done 47-29, a 6-11 win. They move on to Friday to play against Flyway Conference foe Lamira. Jordan King saying so long. Have a great Tuesday night, everybody.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Len's Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sir Rower Family Dental,